So this is the Tom and Mike of the future in terms of editing, and we are here to give you a little bit of a disclaimer and warning, and that is
That this particular episode that you're watching now is not recorded on our normal recording day, but during an evening during the weekday. So if you experience things like, why does Mike have a ball cap on? Why is the energy slightly lower?
a lot
Well,
lower. Yeah. Why are they not grasping things as quickly?
it's because it's later in the day and it's a weekday.
So enjoy the episode, but we just wanted to get that little disclaimer slash warning as what you're about to see might look a little different. Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Saturday Morning Dad Jokes. I am Tom,
Hi, Mike.
and here we are again. Anything smart to say on your end?
Um, no.
I don't have anything either. Okay. Well, I think we'll jump right into looking at a pre-digested. Is that the term you used before?
Yeah. Or
Pre-digested.
or a joke that has already been written by somebody else.
Okay. So
And it's your turn to read one,
it's
right?
my Saturday. Yep. This is
Yeah.
mine. And I can't take the credit, obviously, because this comes from somewhere else. I saw it on Facebook, and if it's public, I'll link to it in the show notes. Otherwise, I will say that it was Ashley Lecomte that was the one that posted this on Facebook, who happens to be a friend of my wife. Anyway, here we go. I don't know if if it's going to be as funny as when she told it, but I will give it a shot. So, do you know on the bottom of all Swedish naval ships that they have a barcode? Do you know why they have a barcode?
On the bottom of all Swedish
Naval ships.
naval ships,
They have a barcode. Do you know why?
they have a barcode. Um, I did not know that. Why?
So when they get back to port, it's a lot easier to scan the Navy in.
So when they get, um, I'm not sure I understand.
I guess it's Scandinavian,
Oh,
right? I mean,
I think, I wonder. I think
Yeah.
you have to say Scandinavian.
Scandinavian, yeah. So probably delivery that I messed up there a little bit. Yes,
If you say Scandinavian,
yeah, that's true. Scandinavian.
if
Take
you
two.
if you are sometimes a little
Yep.
slow on the
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. Yeah. Yeah.
like me, I was just like, what?
Scandinavian.
Um,
Yep.
yeah.
Of
I
course,
feel like some
and I
people.
was reading it because I, of course, tried to type it in. So yes, that didn't
Well,
help.
no, I do think that that's a good joke.
Yeah, I liked it when I heard it. Yes,
Yeah, that's a good joke.
she does a much
I
better
like
job.
that.
Yeah, telling it than I did.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
Oh.
Well, it could just be the combination of us. It could be
It's the-
you. It could have been anybody else.
right,
Hearing
right.
it, they would have been like, ah.
Yeah, that was great. Um, so like, what would you give it on a rating scale on the 1 to 5?
On a 1 to 5. Well, I think after the last cast, we need some sort of like method for actually like what the scoring process means.
Yes,
But
because I think I mentioned to you off the air that my mom called me very upset that I gave you a 3 on the last cast that she watched, and that she thought that I was not fair. That it should have been higher, and that you spent a lot of time on that joke, and that she was
I
upset.
did.
She was upset for you that I gave you a 3 out of 5. So, to your point, yes, I guess the more objective we can make it.
Well, I think it's an automatic 5, and I think both you and I know this. If it elicits a genuine laugh from one or the other of us,
True.
a genuine laugh, like a hard laugh,
True.
like
Yeah.
if you do that,
Right.
that's
Right.
5, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I think a 4. I like the ideas of, as we've done this more, there's a pun, but then there are puns like the cicada that are also a play on speech, right? And the ways that we say things.
Yep.
So this one has that going for it. So I'd say automatically it's kind of a 4.
It's a 4. Yeah.
It's a 4.
I can get behind that.
And then, it has to be something that's original, right? It can't be, have you seen the latest pirate movie? It's rated R. Like, we've all heard that joke. I think that was maybe a SpongeBob joke.
Might even been before SpongeBob, but yeah.
Yeah. I would say 4.
Yeah, I'm there with you. Yeah.
I would say 4.
Yep. If delivered appropriately, pronounced correctly, it's a 4.
It could be a 5. Could be a 5.
Whoa.
Maybe.
How's that?
Well, with the right crowd. I don't know. I'd just say 4. I don't think we understand our rubric.
Well, I think it changes every week, which is great because it keeps the listener on the edge of their seat, trying to figure out what we're going to come up with next. By the way, are you drinking Polar Seltzer?
I am drinking Polar Seltzer.
Oof. By the way, #1 rated seltzer by America's Test Kitchen.
And I will say this. So for years,
Yeah.
I will pause now. This is not a sponsor.
Yep.
We're not influencers.
And I didn't even realize that you were drinking it until 2 seconds ago. Yeah.
I, for years, have felt that the best seltzer was LaCroix, however you want to say
Oh
it.
yeah.
Pamplemousse, or the grapefruit flavor. I thought that was hands down the best. There are other ones, none of them. I mean, they're all good, but really bad seltzers taste like almost like perfume. Like it's taste infused, it tastes fake. And somebody told me when we moved out here to Washington State that the best one was Polar. And actually, I kind of now will buy Polar before I buy LaCroix if I can find it. And I can't always find. I mean, it's about 50-50 either way.
Isn't it cheaper?
It is a little cheaper.
Yeah.
I don't think it has the name recognition.
No,
and
it
I think
doesn't.
a lot of that name recognition for LaCroix also has to do with, I think, it's maybe that design which is very famous now, because there was a whole, I don't know, kind of hipster moment where everybody was wearing shirts that made you look like you're a seltzer can. I don't know what the design is, but it's a very famous a design, like the who did the Trapper Keepers?
Oh yeah.
Chrissy.
Oh, yeah.
Chrissy just the old, like Lisa Frank.
Sure. Anne Frank, Lisa Frank, one of the Franks. Yes.
Hold on, I don't want to butcher this, but it's that type of.
No, it's already. I realize it's already been butchered because I also just remember that it wasn't seltzer that America's Test Kitchen ranked high. It was the Polar sparkling water that they ranked high. But I'm guessing that both products are going to be ranked high. Did you figure it out?
Yeah, it's Lisa Frank.
See?
Lisa Frank did.
Lisa
So the classic Trapper Keepers, with like the dolphins coming out of the water, like while we kind of panned that or laughed at it at the time. I mean, that design and that kind of style is kind of iconic of a period, right? Like the La Croix. But La Croix is more expensive because it has that immediate recognition. Not everybody notices this. But I will say that, I mean, I think like you're really splitting hairs, but I kind of personally maybe a little bit more prefer the polar grapefruit. And nobody, and like, it's the same thing with them. Like all their other flavors are about the same, but it's the grapefruit, the pamplemousse that's the best.
You realize that most of the students that we work with don't even know what a trapper keeper was or is.
I know. Or an index.
Yeah, I just had to put that out there. Yeah. Yep. Okay. And I guess the joke, just to kind of round it out a little bit, it could be told in pretty much any audience, right?
Oh yeah,
it's safe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty safe. I was thinking when you were telling it, it was like I was thinking bar, and then you said port, and I'm thinking I don't know. That was where my brain was going. I thought it was, but
I can see where you would, because I didn't say it right. So, yes.
I couldn't quite.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a good joke. It's a good joke. Scandinavian.
I will have to. I'll have to relay that you approve to Ashley. So okay. You have a joke today that you want to kick us off with, and this is one that you created, that one that you wrote and developed.
I do. I have a joke. This is an original.
Okay.
It's a short one.
Okay.
It's not one of my long ones.
Okay. Buckle up.
Right? What is Chester the Clown's favorite writing implement?
Chester.
What is Chester the Clown's favorite writing implement? And Chester, it just could be any, could be Ronald the Clown, could be any clown name. I'm just calling him Chester the Clown.
Implement, instrument, or it doesn't.
Implement. Writing implement.
I don't know.
Why a pen, silly? Why pencil?
Oh, okay, right, got it. It's like we can't. Yes, okay, got it.
I think we should let our
We need to have captions for ourselves.
Limited viewers know that we're recording this sort of Tuesday night.
And we're both tired. Yeah.
After I took 2 walks today, and I did two exercise workouts.
And I worked a full day. Yeah.
You worked a full day. We're both kind of wiped. Maybe we're not firing on all pistons like we normally do. But
okay.
Yes.
Okay. So
if I had it delivered it right, and I
don't. No, I thought you did okay. Yeah.
I struggled with that. Like, how do you say it? You can't go why pencil? Why a pen, silly? Why pen, silly?
Oh, people are gonna play this backwards in here, like messages to Satan. All right. No, I liked it after
Yeah.
What?
I was just gonna say, how would you say pencil backwards?
Don't look. We're barely just catching on with the jokes right now. Be careful. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So, okay. So this is if we're using the criteria. And not feeling any pressure from my mother. Good God. The wrath of Mom. I would say a 4. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't give me a genuine laugh because I was still trying to figure it out. But had I grasped it, I might have actually, chuckled a little bit. That kills me.
Well, we're 0 for 0.
We're 0 for 0. It's funny because when you tell your longer ones, I'm often looking for the punchline so early on that you're you're 5 sentences in, and I'm like, oh, like this is just giving background. Like that's I should not be looking for the punchline here. And so, like, so when you finally get to it, I'm like, oh wait, this is it. Like, so like, that's just so you know, some of the prior ones where it's taken me a little while to process. I'm like, oh, yep, now we're here. Yeah, but this one, it was like, there it was. Like,
There it was.
it was a quick, like, one-liner.
Why pen silly?
Yeah. Yeah, this is probably one of those episodes that should also be lost. Like one of those, like, I mean, we've had a few that just kind of. So, I would say yours could be told at within any audience. Yep. Yeah. It's a 4.
I would agree.
Yep.
I would agree.
Yep.
I think another rule could be that you can contest it.
Oh yeah. Like,
if you don't like the rating, you're like, no.
I feel like you should we should have like a card that we're like, no, like a penalty card almost, like, I'd like to appeal. Chris, in this case, it's just a paper towel that I'm holding up. But yeah, like you should.
Well, I would have bought it right there. Like, yeah,
Right.
appeal.
Remember, Tom, we have these things where we could do it once a month. We can hold it up and we can get a +1 to whatever score we gave each other. I don't know. Yeah. No.
But yeah, I think it could be told. I don't know. And you could also do it with like I thought about comedian, but like what is a comedian's favorite writing implement? But that felt a little too, I don't know,
Yeah.
on the nose. I like the idea of a clown.
I like clown. Yeah. I really don't know who Chester the Clown is, by the way, but that's here nor there.
Chester the Clown. I played a clown once at a cooking show,
That I do remember that clown.
and I was called Chester the Clown.
There are quite a few children that probably
I
still
think
have
that is lost somewhere.
nightmares somewhere. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Pennywise and Chester.
Right. Not one and the same.
Not one. Yeah. No.
Um,
Okay. You got a joke?
I do have a joke, and given the way this cast is going, we might be
I'm gonna get it.
0 for 3.
Let me take a drink and just focus in.
Well, it's funny because my wife's already coached me on like how to say it.
Okay.
There's nothing to, as you'll hear. I really should not need to be coached. But anyway, what do you call a humorous novel about a knee?
What?
A funny book. But all of them, we've had to make sure that we are.
I got that one.
I know you did. I know, but I'm just saying, like, I do sense a theme. All 3 of these tonight, we've had to slow down and make sure we pronounce correctly.
Pronounce correctly.
Because when I first did this one with my wife as a test, I said a funny book, and she was like, and then I said a funny book. She said, if you say it like that, I'm like, okay.
Yes, it's in the enunciation.
I know.
My wife corrected me too when I told her my pen silly joke. So yeah, that's another thing. It should be if you deliver the joke wrong. A joke it should just be a 4 because you didn't. but you delivered it fine. You delivered it fine.
Yeah.
A funny joke. I would say
a funny book. Yeah.
A funny book.
Yeah.
Funny book.
Yeah.
I would say a 4.
Okay.
I think it's pretty solid.
Thank you.
Though wait, funny. Yeah, I don't know. I like it because it's not necessarily playing. It's not like the cicada.
Right.
Well, that was a 5. That was a straight up. That is the gold standard. I think that's it. Like, maybe that's what makes a 5. Like, if a joke can reach cicada, like, you've done
But I also think that in that case it was a sneak attack. I think you were not expecting me to come up with anything remotely clever, and it was like one of the first times I had written one, and you were like, "What?" Like your
But
mind was
that's
blown.
how, but that's also how really good comedians
True.
work, right? So
Yeah.
you don't see it coming.
Yeah, it's the
Um,
whole head fake. Yeah, I get it. It's
um,
true.
uh, yeah. I always think of The Prestige. Are you watching closely? No, we're not, Michael Caine. Nobody is.
Except you. Um. Well, thank you for the four. So, what about audience? Like,
I would say anybody.
yeah, I can't imagine.
I mean,
Ah,
if, you,
I
if
said
you're
it.
offended, what?
I said it in front of my 5-year-old, so I know it's fairly safe.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Joe
Yeah.
Biden could tell
Yep. No, could he pronounce it the correct way?
it.
Think so. Think so. We've had
Yeah.
we've had some other presidents that probably wouldn't be able to, but he, I think, could probably get it. So, on that note, anything else exciting or topics we should be covering while we're
While
here
we're here, oh gosh, I I I had a thing.
with some stuff?
If we ever,
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't have it on me. Oh, here it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I really don't know what you have, so
Um,
is this a joke? Is it the written word? Is it something you're about to share? Like,
I think we should just wait till next time.
okay, because you're afraid it's gonna, given kind of the way.
I think we should end on a. I think we should end on a funny note.
Yeah, this is I've got an hour and a half left of day 2 of Prime Day, and I've got some ordering to do to
You got
make
some
up for,
ordering to do.
yeah, before all the lightning deals are done. So
I did order something off of Amazon recently, and I was going to bring it down. That I just came today. It was sort of my the summer has begun celebration thing.
oh god,
It's a little uh, like a pocket calculator synthesizer, and you press buttons on it, and you can speak into it, and it records your voice, and then it makes like little music. It's pretty neat.
none of that makes any sense. Like a pocket calculator synthesizer. So is it really just a synthesizer, and you enter in numbers to
Yes.
create sounds? Okay,
No, no,
no,
no, no, no.
it's all the above. Okay,
It's kind of all the above. You know what? Next week,
you'll share.
our viewers, I'll have figured it out, and I can sample our voices on air
Oh,
and
this
then play it
sounds
back, and then
sounds exciting.
But yeah, we can.
People might not even want to hear jokes. They might just want to hear that in the future.
Just might want to hear me jam out.
Well, I guess it's not any different than the old calculator watches. Like originally, when you hear about those, you think, how's that possible? But now we have a calculator synthesizer.
And here's a challenge
Yeah.
for you. You can think about this, but you remember when we were kids,
Yeah.
we used to, maybe this could be next week's theme. I'm hesitant to say this.
Yeah, you know what happens when we have themes.
So it used to be the thing that you could type in stuff on the calculator and have it look like a word, and you would
Yeah.
flip it upside down, and
Yeah.
there was a whole what's the way these jokes would work. Some of them were definitely not the one that immediately comes to mind.
Oh yeah, I agree.
It was apparently appropriate for us as sixth graders, but it's not really appropriate.
No, not in
for
2021.
adults to
Yeah.
tell to anybody. Joe
Yeah.
Biden definitely couldn't tell.
Nope, and we don't want to be demonetized either on YouTube.
But it was an interesting kind of, so maybe the challenge is if you could think of a way to type something in and then have it spell something. you could do a calculator joke.
Okay.
Got my calculator by me, and I could just play the music. So I'm just jamming your right joke.
Okay. Okay. So you're still going to do a joke next week, but then you're going to do some additional bonus material, and I will work on incorporating my joke into using the calculator as a prop. So I'm just making sure we have all this on the same page.
Yeah, and if all that fails, what I actually suggest that you do is just write a joke like normal.
Yeah, have that
then,
as a backup. Yeah.
Right, and then we just push that off to our anniversary episode.
Right. And we edited it out. Yeah, we edit all that out and just save it. Nobody will know the difference.
Right.
And we'll save it for the anniversary episode. Like all of a sudden you'll be wearing the same shirt from like 30 episodes prior.
Yep.
Yeah.
The like you said, the lost tapes or the
lost episodes.
We'll call them the lost level episodes.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, thanks for tuning in. We will
Yes, thank you.
see you next Saturday.
Yes, we will see you next Saturday. Have a good one.